You're early, you're late. Yeah. Yeah, well. So, I might be a little more quieter. Uh, as you know, the big dog was super old, and 2 day on Tuesday on 2 days ago, she had a heart attack, and we had to take her to the vet to put her to rest. So, I'll try my best to, you know, do the stream. But yeah, I'm still not the happiest at the minute. Yeah. Big dog Shelby, it was her time to go because she had a heart attack. She lived a full life, so it was just her time to go. Yeah. I'm just saying this now. I'm not trying to make people feel bad. I'm just explaining why I might be a little quieter than normal. Hopefully, I'm just gonna try and distract myself from it for now. And try and get in rhythm with the stream. Ruin's been super active this morning. It'll be a good distraction. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. PG. I got 2 dogs and 3 cats myself. I know how it feels, man. Stay strong. Yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, I already had 2 days to mourn. So hopefully I won't be too emotional while streaming. I don't think so. Oh, we see the cat? I mean, the cat's just on my bed right now, sleeping. Yeah, the cat just eating right now on my bed. Do you think hockey sticks are OP on Barb? There's no such thing as hockey sticks in Dark and Darker. Unless you're referring to quarterstaff. Templar, my dog, just died 2 days ago, so if I may ask so kindly to just calm down over there. I'm not in the best of moods. I get dying the PvP fight's no fun, but I would ask to have some respect. Which boss drops echoes in lab now? I think it's Golem now. If I remember correctly from what people were saying, the Golem is dropping the axes. I don't know if there's any others. Yeah, I think Golem might drop Cinder too. Yeah, I think Cinder and then the axes are on Fire Golem. Which, you know, makes sense that the fire boss would drop the fire artifact. Now, if only they could do the same with Caddis and Viola for Wyvern. Fight me. GG. Fight me. GG. Nice Excel, thank you. Fight me. A shame. Let's go down. Well, first let me see if it's not. I already checked it as Lich. So many meds you pharmacist now. Just habit of grabbing a lot of meds, and then if I don't need them, then I just drop them. It's better to have a lot of meds when you don't need anything, or when you don't find any loot yet worth taking. It's like if I'm getting third party while doing Ghost King the whole time, I might need those extra meds. It's not like I can't just drop them if it's not necessary. There's no harm in just holding on to them for the moment. They're just from dead players, so better safe than sorry. As many meds. I hope Party Chip's doing alright. I haven't heard from him in a while since the thing that happened to him. It was a whole thing where he did a joke of like there's a fake IP. He did a fake IP leak of repos, but Twitch takes that seriously. Even though it was not real. I mean, it wasn't really the best taste in humor, but, you know. It is a really heavy-handed because he's been banned for a while now. Was marked as a permaban. Yeah, I hope he gets an appeal. See, so you know, he just has to go through the appeal process because I think Twitch treated it as like a real IP, so he just needs to like get to talk with an employee at Twitch and like say like, hey, this wasn't real. It's been a couple weeks. It has. What's up, Peter? Not much.
Is that just straight torches? How many torches do you have?
I got 2 stacks. I got an extra stack from a dead bard.
Dude, that's kind of fucking smart though.
I just don't use
I
frames,
did like all
so...
of HP.
It's because you had Reckless up. You could have punched the ground to get rid of the buff. GG. Thank you, Apollo. I drag until shift. If you can find the shift key on my camera, then I'll be more than glad to push that. Are you tired or depressed? I'm just not in the best of moods. I said in the earlier, I'm not trying to make people feel bad, but it's just to explain why I'm so quiet. 2 days ago, my big dog, Shelby, died from old age. She had a heart attack during when we were just in the house. So, we had to take her to the emergency room and put her down. It was 2 days ago, so I had time to cry and everything. But yeah, that's why I'm not in the best of moods, because, yeah, she was, your dog just looked good one moment and the next, just heart attack. Can definitely say it wasn't the most, it was pretty traumatizing, but I'm usually pretty good with dealing with circumstances like that. Like, you know, there's nothing I could have done about it, it's just age, and she lived a full life, we gave her a very good life. So I don't feel guilt. I'm just sad it happened. Yeah, that's why I'm just probably not sounding, that's why I'm just not in the best of moods. But I want to maintain working hard. Again, I'm not trying to make people feel bad. You know, a lot of streamers like to go victim mentality, you know how it is, like, oh, poor me, my life sucks, but, you know, everyone in life has problems. Yeah, it's alright, I'm just gonna focus on working hard. At the end of the day, I always do hyperfixate a lot on worrying about, you know, being, because, you know, a lot of streamers can get negative stigmas, especially around games like this, where, like, you know, streamers complain about the video game and get the devs to cater to them, and then, you know, be cringe and whatnot. I try my best to avoid doing that. Like, I'm just not, I just don't really have that, like, I just don't have a fake personality. I don't know if it's because I'm autistic or something, but I'm just genuine. 100% of the time. I know usually people will build up like a character, and then they don't act that way in real life, but the way I act in real life is the exact same way I do on the internet, so something for me to think about. But yeah, I'm just trying to distract myself. Yeah. She lived 12 years, so for a big dog, that's really good. She was a Great Dane, so if you know the life expectancy of Great Danes, yeah, 12 years is is just crazy. They usually don't live that long. Like, she almost lived double the life expectancy of a Great Dane. Usually Great Dane's life expectancy is like 6 to 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. So 12 is like, yeah. That's super rare, basically. I just hope she didn't suffer too much, because I did my best to take care of her. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, that's why I'm like not feeling guilty. Is like she lived a lot longer than normal than her other species, and you know, we gave her all the love, and she had a very good life. I'm just sad about having to witness her have a heart attack, though. That was traumatizing. My other family members were hit a lot harder than me, because I don't know if it's just because I'm autistic, but like, I usually take loss very well. Like, I'm super calm about it. Like, I'm not happy about it at all. Like, I'm sad, man. But like, throughout, other than when I was like really young, I couldn't take it very well. But I guess maybe because it's happened before. I'm usually, I was pretty calm throughout the whole thing too. Like, I was not happy, but I wasn't like, best way I can put it is like, I guess I'm very good at keeping my emotions in check. Like, even throughout that whole thing, my dog's having a heart attack, but I still had my head above my shoulders. So it just frustrates me. It's like, why don't I don't know. It's just, everyone mourns their own way. That's what my family said, is everyone mourns in their own way. And I'm not happy, so I did really love her. She was a Great Dane. She was beautiful. Yeah. Reddington. Yeah. Apparently a quest. Turn in that ruby gem. Okay, let's continue. Does Killer Strike feel good? It's kind of mandatory at the minute for my playstyle of spacing, since heavy swing on its own isn't good enough. Funny enough, actually, the devs, Paul and friends were talking to me again. They want to buff Zweihander and in the future nerf Bardiche. And, you know, the funny part was I was, like, telling them, like, yeah, I'm kind of worried, because, like, you know, I'll give you guys my opinions on Zwei and whatnot, and I did, but, like, I really wanted to make sure not to get catered to as a streamer, you know? I told them how about, like, Zweihander on Fighter is so much more deadly, and I showed them clips of the repost and Sword Mastery, so now they're aware. I just told them, like, I personally, from someone who only uses Zweihander, I love Zwei buffs, but please try and make sure not to make another Halberd. That's what I told them. And then we were talking about other stuff. In other news, the thing I can't speak of yet, but the thing that's happening that I'm really excited about, that I gave the hint, it was something to relate to Bloodthirst. It's something to do with Bloodthirst. It's going very well. So hopefully in the future, that can happen. I just can't, it's not like I'm under NDA or anything, but, you know, I just want to keep it a secret for now. Nothing's guaranteed until it happens, you know? Alright, 1 second, I'm gonna go... It just has to do something with Bloodthirst, specifically. 1 second, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Like I said, it's just one of those things where, like, so far all your guesses are wrong. But, yeah. I'm not gonna give any more hints. It just has to do with something with Bloodthirst. It's not, like, related to, it's nothing like that. It's like, it's something to do with Bloodthirst, specifically. Like the sword in question. Yeah, I told them basically Bardiche with Axe Mastery and everything is the equivalent of giving Halberd Sword Mastery, and then they started laughing. Because it was pretty accurate. It's like you gave, out of the selection of the class's weapon kit, you gave the longest reach, highest weapon damage one the perks that are supposed to boost the Double Axe and Felling Axe and Battle Axe to lower performing, to make up for it by having them be stronger with if you sacrifice perks. Next time I'm gonna talk to them about how additional weapon damage is uniques are pretty bad for the game, all things considered. If they want to keep uniques one roll, I'm gonna ask them just to remove additional weapon damage from the unique pool. Because stuff like this is just absurd. I disagree. Well, I don't know. Let me ask you a good question. It's very expensive. Alright, let me ask you a good question. What would you rather have? A Soul Scraper or a Felling Axe with the max weapon damage? Like, why use Echo Screams when you can have Double Axe with max weapon damage roll? They'll do very similar damage, if not the Double Axe doing more damage. I haven't tested it, but I would take a gander that Double Axe with the unique Double Axe with the max weapon damage would get close to doing Echo's damage. And it would still be cheaper. It's not an artifact. Not to mention you could use better weapons like Zwei with 6th edition. This Echo's is still a battle axe, so it has that flaw going for it. And or God forsake the Bardiche right now. Patch tomorrow? I don't know. It just shows how bad the artifact is. Oh yeah, one of the ideas I had for Soul Scraper was instead of it giving you a stat boost, I wish Soul Scraper made it so every hit was like Warlord's buff, where you got more weapon range. Now that would be an artifact. Now that ability would be worth the artifact on a Felling Axe. It stacks up a buff and it gives you more range, you know. So that way you could actually use it like alone without needing like a secondary. Like, I feel like that would be perfect. Like, yeah, it's really strong, but it's, you know, an artifact, and it's not like too broken. It's like, to get the extra range, you have to get successful hits first, whether or not you're hitting a PV first, or players won't immediately have it. Once in the whole room falls over, maybe. To make this boss look so easy, well, I'm just reading chat while doing it. What can I say? I'm just farming the artifacts. Well, did I even use Rage? Did I even use Rage? If I used Rage, I probably could have. Warlord should be like one hit. Like, yeah, I couldn't two-phase it this time, but it should be like 1-2 hits. Yeah, 4 hits. Wow, Brittany, that guy does insane damage. See where? Oh, that's why. He just completely stat checked us with a full unique hit with stats. Yeah, fair enough. That's just not much I could do there. We even outplayed him the first time. He only took him to half health. A tragedy. RMT Deluxe. Yeah. Like I said, that was the main issue with uniques being one role when it first came around, and the main reason why it got removed the first time is like, once everyone has uniques, you can just start becoming almost unkillable unless you're also stacking uniques. So, it's going to, I'd say it would need some changes, but maybe people will like that. If you stack multiple uniques like that, you just basically become half immortal against anyone who isn't doing the same thing. That's why it was 6 additional weapon damage too. It wasn't like I had a really good kit. That's just how much sheer damage that does. Here, I'm gonna use this. Let's see, how much is an agility roll on this? Wow, you can actually get them for pretty cheap, all things considered. Sure, why not? Why are these so cheap? I'm gonna buy that. I'm not gonna buy any more uniques. But these are surprisingly pretty cheap, all things considered. Agility does something. Yeah, it still does stuff. It's not like it was not like it didn't start doing it. I don't know why people have the like idea that it stopped doing things. No, it still does a lot. Let's see, adventure boots unique with agility. Surely these gotta be like crazy expensive, right? Yeah. I can get a fort. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a legendary. With agility. Yeah, see, they're almost the same price. Yeah, getting a good Legio. I need a Dex cloak. I guess I'll gem this. Agility, Vigor. No, Hippo Barb is the best way to go. As you can see, this build actually, this is an optimal way to recreate Hippo's, like, stats with Lizard Man. Because I can't have the helmet, so that's why you see me doing this. It's the best way for me to be able to recreate it. Like, you get similar results. This is without even rings or pendant. Here, I'll run this. That'll be nice. Yeah, see, it helps it recreates it a little bit. Or moving fast gives agility, which is nice. I've decided I like you. Took about a year for me to finally decide you're okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. I get it. Sometimes I do be annoying. I know my flaws. How's Kitty doing? That little thing, that little goober is on my bed sleeping right now. What's Hippo build? Sorry. Oh, Visored Sallet, Northern Tunic. You go for Visored Sallet and Northern Tunic because they give Dex and Agility, and then you gem Vigor and Strength on it. Because Barb only really needs the first stats. So having, say for instance, if this was Dex and Agility, this would basically be all attributes for Barb. But Northern Tunic is the best at that specifically. Funny enough, I did ask them if they could make it so Lizard could wear Visored Sallet. I did ask, since they asked me for things that I would like. Like, that's actually what they said. I did preface that I don't want to be a cringe streamer that gets catered to. But usually they usually are the ones that talk to me about stuff first, not the other way around. Like, they bring up a topic and then I talk to them about that topic. But this time around they wanted to know what I like. I just told them basic stuff, like I miss old Carnage back in the day when the old school Carnage gave like 15 strength. And this was back in the day when strength was 1 stat. So if this was now, it would basically give you 15 strength and 15 Vigor like Rage for like 12, 10, 8 seconds, I think. It was 8 to 10 seconds or something. But it was after any kill. So any PV that you kill, you get the buff. So it was so nice for clearing mobs like super quickly. It's like you just kill 1 skeleton and then you got like a free Rage the whole time. And it was also nice for PvP because you could use morale boost with it. And if you use morale boost with it, you'd get health back and then get 15-15. And then you had Rage, you get 30 and 30. But like, you'd have to get a kill first. You had to sacrifice 2 perk slots. Like my main build in the old days was Blood Exchange, Achilles Strike, Savage, Robust, Morale Boost, and Carnage. Like I miss that build a lot. No, I did tell them specifically, like, yeah, I get why the old Blood Exchange got removed. Because, like, when you stack too much PDR, the Barb becomes unkillable. Like, it was fine, it was perfectly balanced if you were running a shirtless Barb, but then when I popularized Hippo Barb, lo and behold, when you have a tank set with tons of action speed, and then Blood Exchange back in the day worked out of every registered hit, would give you a set amount of your health. And the more base HP you would have, the more health you get back per tick, and then Achilles Strike would work off that. So, like, I explained that very thoroughly to them. But, yeah, I just asked for simple stuff like that. And they also said they wanted to buff Zweihander because, after the repost nerfs, they noticed that it kind of fell. The usage of it kind of fell. And, yeah, again, I told them, like, of course, me using only Zwei would like Zwei buffs, but please don't make another Halberd. Of course, I'd be positively biased about something that would benefit me directly like that. I told him that Fighter is just better, and I showed him footage of, like, Fighter with Zweihander just being absurdly good. So they are aware of it. I told them all about how counterattacks, 10% action speed will still last for the first three swings of the Zwei after a parry, because the fighter swings the Zwei so fast after the block. So you can do a counterattack and then do all 3 swings if he has a high enough action speed. If he doesn't, he can only do the first 2 swings, but still like crazy fast. Yeah, there's the concept of conflict of interest. Well, yeah, that's what I was just telling them about. It's like, of course, I like stuff like that I would like, but like, you know, I'm gonna be biased because I only use this weapon. I love the Armor Carnage. The Armor Carnage was good, but I just missed the old one because like it would do almost the same thing as the armor rating. Because you could get the armor rate, you get the fit. Back then, Strength and Vigor were the same stat. It was only just a strength stat. So, like, you'd get the health from Carnage during the thing. So you basically get the armor rating buff equivalent in HP. Luckily, you're self-aware. It's just like, I really don't want to be... I don't want to be a cringe streamer that gets catered to by devs. Like, I don't want to... Like, I don't think, even if I was that type of person, I don't think they would talk to me as much if I was like that. they only talk to me as much because I'm usually very unbiased and like, you know, I usually am like helping them with other classes majority of the time. Not much about Barb, except for like the concept of dual wielding and testing that out. But that's not finished yet. Like stuff like that. Like I am helping them with Barb stuff, but a lot of it right now is actually just Sorcerer. Like a major chunk right now is they want to focus on the other classes like Sorcerer and melee capabilities and like make him fun to play without being annoying. Because the main problem with Sorcerer right now is that he's an annoying character to fight against. He's not the most fun to play. Because like, in terms of actually killing potential, Wizard is just better in high gear. It's just Wizard's more effective at actually killing the opponent. Sorcerer is good at being a little rat that runs away and being annoying. And both requires the same amount of gear level, so... What in the world is this? Yeah, I hate Sorcerer. Yeah, a lot of people do. It's not fun to fight against, and then their whole kit gets hard countered almost by an Iron Will Bard. So, like, the specific subject that they want is why getting a buff. Their first idea, I guess I could say it, they were thinking about buffing Zwei again by making it 35 movement speed and then making the first swing faster. That's what they suggested. That's what they said they were thinking on doing. I don't know if they are going to do that. I just told them, you know, be careful because Fighter is like really good with Zwei because the extra weapon damage and action speed and everything else about it. I just basically told them, please don't make another Halberd. And yes, they are aware of Halberd and Bardiche on Barbarian, or Bardiche on Barbarian and Halberd on Fighter and Warlock, they know. No, so the movement speed penalty on Zwei is 40, they were thinking 35, and the first swing would be faster. That's what they were thinking. I don't know if they'll do it. They were just saying ideas. They were just spitballing ideas because they wanna have Zwei have more usage. Because after the Zweihander had a lot of usage when the season first came out because the parry repost, but then they nerfed the parry riposte animation speed, and then they noticed that like Zweihander usage pretty much plummeted off a cliff after that. So. Again, but yeah, again, I really want to be careful not to be catered to. And it's not like I complained to them about Zwei being bad, necessarily. Last thing I was talking to them about Barbarian was Bardiche. And, you know. GG. Did you talk about Bardiche? Well, they are aware now, or they've been aware for a while, but Bardiche is just kind of broken for Barb's Arsenal kit. It's like, why use double axe or any of the other axes with the axe perks when you have the Bardiche? They're kind of noticing that it's kind of stupid that the axe perks works on Bardiche, so I'm going to take a guess they're probably going to plan to remove that. And this isn't the first time they've done that, where they added it in and then removed it later. I think they realized that having Bardiche work with axe perks is just too much. It already has so much going for it. It's like, I basically told them and they started laughing, but I basically told them, and we were talking about it, I was like, yeah, it's like it's the equivalent if you gave Halberd Sword Mastery. Like, why would you use any of the other swords if you had Halberd working with that perk? And they found that funny. Because it was kind of true. It's like, why would you use longsword sword mastery if it worked with halberd? It's kind of the same thing with Bardiche and then the other axes. Like, why use the axes when Bardiche exists? Yeah. Like, why use Felling Axe or Battle Axe or Double Axe? But then I also told them, and then on top of that, I did tell them, though, you could also argue that having weapons that require perk slots to be just as effective as a weapon that doesn't need a perk slot is its own issue. So they understood that, because like, why would you, if both weapons were as effective but one required perk slots and the other didn't, then why use the one that required perk slots? Not that conveniently placed wall spike. GG. Is that Skipper? Who's Skipper? Is that another content creator? You have open mic on? Yeah, I do. I see. You got me. Okay, so this guy is wearing more good gear than common sense. Dear Lord. Okay then, I guess I'll just put this on real quick. This is going in the Express, man. So I guess I'll just use that just because the funny number. Oh yeah, that's not the right one. Yeah, that one was like crazy. Yeah, gosh dang. Good night, Pete. I sleep with the stream open now. You don't have to do that, bro. I mean, I appreciate that, you know, the viewership is not appreciated, but don't kill your computer by keeping it running all day and all night. I would suggest just turn it off, bro. Like, it's okay, bro. It's my phone full. You do realize that you'll... Okay, so if you leave it on the charger, and you have it... If you do that, it'll kill the battery lifespan of your phone. That's how you... Yeah. Like, that... Yeah, that will do damage to the phone battery. And it'll start not lasting as long. If you keep it on the charger throughout the whole night and it keeps running. If I remember correctly, that's how that works. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. To my knowledge, I think that's how it works. How important do you think action speed is on Barb? I'd say it's like really important. I'd say we're in a instead of a movement speed meta, we're in a PDR HP stacking action speed meta. So anything with a lot of tank action speed meta, I'd say we're in that meta now. It moved from who has movement speed to now action speed and PDR. Tankiness. I'd say that's how it is right now. Yeah, because especially Bard, because now every weapon is similar to like a longsword, so you want to have high action speed so you can get your blocks and reposts pretty quickly. Axe or lead? No, that's just a legendary double axe. I think I picked it up from the rogue that I killed. He had it in his inventory. Or, no, it was a cleric I killed. He had it in his inventory, so I just picked it up. Grapple? I can't afford to use grapple. I need Achilles Strike too badly. Because I need a hit stun for spacing. I like using grapple, but also it's if I'm fighting an Iron Will Barbarian, grapple doesn't do anything because Iron Will is immune to grappling hook. Hmm. 9% arm pen is absurd. Sure, I guess. Man, imagine if they were both really good. I'd be like, oh, I could take these. I mean, the interaction speed will help if I'm doing treasure hoard, to be honest. How's the hunts for a named going? It's alright. Nothing earth-shattering yet. I haven't found any artifacts yet. You know, I've only had one death during the stream so far, so it's not going poorly. GG's Peterson, that Paragon Castilian took all my health. GG. Yeah. I'm a little surprised you're wearing that much gear. If I'm gonna be honest. I was like, dang, bro. You're wearing all the uniques for HP. I have 9 stash chests, hold this. Oh dang, bro, use rich. I got some lay poor. I haven't died in 3 days. Well, that's nice then. Any other info you can share? Bro, why do you think I'm gonna be a snitch? I ain't gonna be a snitch. What do I look like to you? A snitch? Yeah. I ain't no snitch. Trust me, it's taking a lot of willpower to... Trust me, I really wish I could tell you guys about the thing I'm really excited about. It's going. There's an update I said earlier. The thing that I'm really excited about that I just can't tell you yet. It's one of those things. I'm not under NDA or anything. It's one of those things where like I don't want to say it because like there's no guarantee that it will happen. But right now it is very likely to. It does seem very promising. It's going very well. But it's something in the hint I gave it was something to do with bloodthirst. So like, if I was a snitch, I would be blabbing my mouth about that subject. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, it's something to do with bloodthirst specifically. I've done 200 plus of late hands and no artifact, and I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That reminds me of you have to have a bloodthirst to benefit you? No, it's just a thing in question that I was just giving a hint to what it was. I can't say it directly. It just has to do with something with bloodthirst specifically. So, I mean, you could probably take a guess why I'd be excited if something like that was happening. No. The hint was it has to do with something with bloodthirst, the sword. Specifically, it's nothing. That was the hint. It's not like I wish Blood Exchange was coming back, bro. Dang, bro, I wish. You know how happy I'd be if that happened? Like, oh yes, now I can actually use my main build again. Like, dang, bro, I wish. And what about Sorcerer? Any hints you may give? No, because I'm not a snitch. Well, yeah, I'm not one of those people who are gonna play the, like, you know, the content creator tease where I just keep teasing. Like, no. The stuff I am talking about is like, you know, stuff that, you know, like when I do talk about something like that Zwei buff they were saying they asked me my opinions about, like, if there was other things, but I'm keeping quiet about it because I respect their privacy. And they trust me to talk to them without leaking stuff. P, do you know how much the BT, how much? I don't know, is our Bloodthirst on the market for gold? That'd be kind of interesting. Insane town being able to play like that. Yeah. I hope Old Druid will be back. Wouldn't, you know, to be honest, wouldn't count on it anytime soon. Wouldn't count on that. If it's up to me, I want that to stay buried under where I dug the hole and buried that animal form transformation master. What is your opinion on which is better for learning bosses, using BIS and PV or Squire Kit? I'd say using, it just depends on like if you're I would say try Squire Kit, but if you're really struggling, put on some like decent gear for PV mode. Look, there's merchant coming. Yeah, surely. Well, like I said, he's just so far everyone's guesses have been wrong, so that's all I've said up to this point. And I'm not gonna say even if someone somehow got it right, but it's just something I'm really excited about that has to relate specifically with the sword Bloodthirst, my sword. I just gotta wait until it happens, and then I'll be able to talk about it. Again, not an NDA. I just, it's one of those things where if I told what it is, it'd be less likely for it to happen. So I want to keep it under wraps for now. Because, it's not guaranteed that it'll even happen. It's just, it's just going very well. But it's nothing guaranteed. I just want to know what that obsidian gear does. You don't use obsidian for gear. We're gonna build a nether portal with it. You're a little goober. And the Bloodthirst just gets a Pete reference. What if the Bloodthirst already had my signature on it? My initials on it. Did you even check? I could be completely making this up, but do you know? Am I completely gaslighting you right now, or is the Bloodthirst actually do have my initials somewhere on the hilt of the blade, specifically and super tiny, and normally you can't see unless you have the model in Unreal. Yeah, or maybe I'm just completely gaslighting. This is just another one of Pete gaslighting moments. It's like, oh yeah, the golden warthog exists, guys, and Halo 2. Yeah, the golden warthog. If you go behind here, it's real. Yeah, guys, just keep looking for it. Yeah, you'll find it. Or does it actually have my initials on? This bit's stupid. I'm sorry. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, good. Is PV the same drop chance? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure PV mode, you can't get artifacts, and I'm pretty sure it's restricted to, like, purples. Or maybe you can get legendaries from the bosses, I don't remember. I don't play much PV mode, so I can't remember on the top of my head. Okay. Why is Great Pot needed for all? I think it's just a bug UI. I think it's just partly the UI bugged. Alright. Somebody like farming trees. And also thank you for the 18 months of the Prime, by the way, Nefarious. Get back here. GG. GG. Endangered species? Well, now it's an extinct species. Well, I guess now it makes sense why that guy took so many hits. Okay, alright, just tons of good meds. Yeah, sure, I'll take those. Sure. Dude got jumped in the forest by a bear. Not inaccurate. I think it'll be faster to go this way. I think bards are probably like one of the best classes for solos right now in terms of like high gear, if you know how to play them. Like sure, it takes a lot, it does take more brain power than a barbarian or a fighter, but in terms of effectiveness, I'd say bard is really good right now. We're in a PDR action speed meta. Bards are pretty good at having those two stats. Being tanky and having a lot of action speed. And so are fighters, but I don't know. What do you think the best class is right now? I don't know. Probably like fighter, bard, barbarian. Somewhere around that ballpark. Rogues are pretty good. Rogues have always been pretty good. They're still very playable. A lot of people would argue that they're not, but yeah, I think they're very playable. Just have to be good with your footwork. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's like... I'd say all the classes right now are all pretty decent. I mean, maybe Druid is struggling right now, but I'm not too pent about that because Druids know what they did. I would say, they're in timeout right now. I bet you could still make Druid work. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, maybe Druid is struggling a little bit. Just a little. But I don't think many people are going to be, anytime soon wanting more Druid buffs anytime soon. I think actually most people are glad. I think people actually would want to see no Druid usage at all, honestly. I think for the game's health. It's no secret that when Druid usage plummet off a cliff, the game stays in a very good... The game population is pretty high. If it was up to me, I'd be like, yeah, keep it that way. If not removal, just make sure it can't do those things anymore. Yeah, I mean, you can still use support Druid. Yeah, that's still really good. I have no doubt. Support Druid, you can even use in solos. I've done support Druid in solos with the healing, self-healing. It's pretty nice. I have come to steal thy doubloons. If you want to interrupt so bad. Get back here, you heathen. I have no allegiance. Alright, gosh dang. Alright, quickly put this on before that guy shows up. There's a full hippo kit. GG. Why do you enjoy Zweihander so much? I don't know. I just do. It just feels right. There is no other reason other than it just feels right. I'm autistic, so sometimes we just fixate on one thing. Like throughout all the games I played with Zweihander in it as a child, like for instance, like the Dark Souls series, I always used Y. It's not just specifically Dark and Darker. Just every time a game had a Zweihander in it, I'd be always gravitating towards that, with the exception of TF2. It's like only the one exception, but that's just because I really like Brass Beast Heavy. Dang, bro. I don't want to drop this. I mean, I bought this for, like, not that much. It wasn't really that much. I think dropping this would be better, honestly. So, yeah, this is literally just a better version. Okay. Running out of stuff here to place this all. Okay. I could take that and wear a full hippo build. What do you think, chat? Should I? You guys want a hippo build? I mean, it's sitting right on our laps right now. Yeah. Not using Bardiche because ew. But what about Lizard? What about Lizard branding? Whatever happened to be like, oh yay, I love that Pete always plays Lizard Man. He always plays Lizard Man. He never switches off of it. He always, like, why you guys, like, what about the branding though? It's the Lizard branding. I can fix that. It's just... Okay. Well, I guess we have to play Hippo Dwarf, I guess, so fair enough. But it's just like, you know, I think about it, it's just like, whatever, what you know, I thought people really liked that I always play Lizard Man. So, you know, I always stay true to myself. I mean, I don't mind doing it, people want it that badly. It's just, I just kind of find it funny, you think, maybe it's because I always have Lizard Man on, maybe people just want to see something else. I think they just like to see it for the novelty. It's not usually something I do, but, you know. The Lizard branding. I'd stop watching immediately if Red Lizard was not on the screen. Well, I mean, someone redeemed the play Dwarf. I have to play Dwarf for at least one life because I have a channel point redeem that forces me to. Don't care about Lizard. Gasp. Yeah, like, I'm just autistically fixated on playing Red Lizard. I'm sorry, it's just how I am. But, I mean, channel point redeem is a channel point redeem, so... Just, yeah, look how much of a difference it is. Like, this is why I can't just make Hippo build on Lizard. It's like, you need this helmet. Like, look how much of a difference it makes. And then you have more armor rating, headshot percentage. It just makes too much of a difference. Like, you need these 2 armor pieces for this kind of thing to function. It's just the truth. It's the truth. It's just the truth of the matter. Okay, I guess I'll switch these pieces out. Wait a minute, which one's better? Well, I guess I don't need 3 agility, because, yeah, we're not gonna need movements. Oh, wait, these are both 3 agility. Yeah, that'll do better. Okay. Yeah, I'll do. Try to put this up properly so we can keep this for later and use this for later. There's so much stuff in here. I don't have room for any of this, so I'm just kind of be like, well, this is something. I don't know. I'm gonna use that Felling Axe for later. I don't want to use it now. Okay. I need to start vendoring things that I don't need anymore. I don't need this because we're not in self-found anymore. We're not in the self-found meta. So some of this stuff can go. A lot of this stuff is like hoarding for self-found, but we're not in self-found anymore. Yeah, dang, bro, this is a full hippo kit. This indeed is a full-on hippo build. Okay, people are telling me that you could really buy Bloodthirst on the marketplace. Let's see. I want to see if this is true. I mean, I know they upped it to like 100k, so I'm actually curious. Yeah, no, they were lying to me. You can't do that. There were a couple. Well, not anymore. Alrighty then, let's do this. Yeah, cause let's do Ghost King while playing Dwarf with the no movement speed. At least we'll have Rage, so maybe I can outrun Ghost King slightly. If I just save the Rage. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Do you think Rubiz with 3 decks is worth 2k? I have no idea. You can only gem up to 2 in a stat, so if it's epic grade, then probably people want it for arena, if that's the case. Just did my first GK thanks to UP. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the Ghost King is a pretty easy boss, all things considered. on the angry door fight me. Alright, you know what? That was a smart play. Thought you placed bear trap behind the door, not in front of it. GG. Wow, that guy fought pretty well. Did you ever play Osu with your tablet? No, I've never played Osu. I just didn't like mouse and keyboard, so I tested different outputs until I found this setup, and ever since then, yeah. What's the Hippo build? This I just call it Hippo build, but it's basically just Northern Tunic, Visor Sallet, and then like you can customize it. But this is probably like the best template. The main idea is you want to go for Northern Tunic, Visor Sallet, and then Gem, Vigor, and Strength, because Barb only really needs the first 4 stats, so it basically works as a pseudo all attributes. So that's why. Why everyone solos you're the hero? Because they poor. They're broke. People wearing full uniques and really absurd kits like the one I'm using are running around killing them. Retired hook. I just can't use grappling hook. I need Achilles strike too badly. And also it doesn't work on Iron Will Barbarians, so that's a problem. I want to use hook, but I just need Achilles strike too badly. Because I need hit stun for spacing. Well, I hit him with the max reach of my Zweihander, and then if they're using like an arming sword, the trick is you hit them and then they get hit stunned, and then you back up to get out of their weapon reach. So you just like, basically, that's what spacing is. The skill of like hitting them and then not getting hit in return, like keeping distance. Just enough distance to hit them and then have an opportunity to back up and not get hit yourself. It's like when you hit a skeleton, you hit him out of your weapon reach, because your weapon range is longer. I mean, it's not as effective if you're fighting an opponent with like a halberd or something. It does partially rely on you having a long reach weapon, but you can still do it on other weapons. It just kind of works differently. You can do it on like on shorter reach weapons. Just have to prioritize more backing up. Yeah, I like grappling hooks, but Achilles is also just good in general if someone's running away. Achilles strike has always been really good. I heard something. Get back here. GG. Guess he assumed because my character is short, he could do that. It's like, oh, he's playing dwarf, so let me just have the high ground. He can't reach me up here. Little did he know. Zorfield, it's a channel point redeem. I'd usually just play Lizard, or in this case I'd have to be playing just Human Barb, but yeah, Dwarf is just funny. I say Dwarf is more of a meme. I mean, it does have some game things going for it. It's easier to block people's attacks when you're shorter to the ground. Like, there are actual advantages, but you know, other than that, bang your head, buck. Dang, bro, why are there so many viewers in here? There's like over 100 people on YouTube, and then there's almost 300 of y'all on Twitch. What's with all the spiked viewership lately? I thought I was like mid-streamer. I was under the impression that I was a Middington streamer. Botting confirmed? I mean, I don't know at this point. Like, why are they so many of y'all in here? Lore's not on? Oh, okay, fair enough. We're robots. Does that mean you dream of electric sheep? Unemployment. I was gonna say, it's like a Wednesday morning, almost afternoon. There's a patch tomorrow. I don't know. Why do you assume that I would just magically know the answer? I don't know. Because I just played a video game, bro. You need to crash the dodge door. Bro thinks you're besties with SDF. I mean, I'm good. You know, I've good relations with them, and I talk to them about some future stuff potentially. It's not like they give me like. I mean, maybe if I asked, they would give it to me. But you know, they kind of trust I wouldn't be a snitch unless they wanted me to tell people. But I don't ask, so. Not like that, bro. I just sit here and play the video game. Don't really have any ulterior motives. I've been hoping to make a living playing video games, I guess. Uh-oh, this is gonna kill me, actually. Nope. Almost, though. If I'm not careful, I'll die. I accidentally killed Ghost King mid-teleport. Too much MDR. Yeah. It's not based on MDR, it's based on distance. I don't think MDR affects it at all anymore. By the way, did I kill all the players today? Like, we killed a lot of good, like, really good players earlier in the stream. But it would appear that I killed them all off for the time being. At least in this server region. So I think I need to go to Goblin Cave after this or something. Like, there's no PvP. Well, what do I do? You hunting Bloodthirst? I mean, this isn't my first priority. My first priority is getting PvP. It's just, I think I need to go to Goblin Caves after this. It would appear that I killed them all off for now. Nobody's jumping me anymore. Oh, well, there we go. Someone. Open the door if you wish to perish by thy hands. Know this, heed my words. I am Skinny Pete, Blade of SDF, and I have never known defeat. Technically that's true because Bloodthirst, but I mean. Guys, I think this guy's chicken. I don't think he's opening the door. I mean, he could be camping the door. I heard his footsteps and now I don't hear it anymore, so he either dipped or he's just camping outside the door. He's gonna have to sit here and wait a while because I'm gonna be looting this entire treasure hoard, so that guy's gonna be playing the very long patient game for me to even lower my guard. I've managed to get Bitcoin bags, but not chests so far this season. Yeah, I would like to get a chest. That's kind of the point of doing Treasure Hoard is, you know, you only get another chest, you know. I've gotten 2 chests from just selling artifacts in the market, but would like to find one. How would you build a Bloodthirst set this way? I would just use Hippo Kit and use these 4 perks. Just run something like this, honestly. Like, I'm actually running a kit. Like, this would be a kit I could use Bloodthirst with. Like, something like this. That's how I would do it, at least. Just Northern Tunic, Visored Sallet, and then gem Vigor and Strength onto it, and then works as pseudo all attributes. And then you can customize it. You want heavy leathers for more PDR and HP if you want to go for a more tankier set. Cloth pants if you want more dex and be faster. Or loose trousers if you just want to have like above 100 move speed. But even with cloth pants, with your agility, you could also just have plus 100, I think. The right shoes. You're open mic, I think? Yeah, I know. Well, it's pretty realistic that if you talk out loud, then everyone around you could hear you. Isn't that right, Rogue, that's just sitting behind that door, waiting to jump me? It's just, Northern Tunic is just the best shirt in general for Barb, with Visored Sallet, but if you're playing Lizard Man, I mean, I usually run Studdeds. But I would suggest if you're playing just normal Barbarian, just the meta build is just this template right here. Like these 2 armor pieces and the rest can be customizable to how you like playing the game. I'd say the most optimal though is heavy leathers, of course, like stacking HP, PDR, and dexterity. Like the gold benchmark for min-max dex is 24%, at least for Zweihander. So I'd say 24%, because action speed kind of works like benchmarks a little bit. I mean, I just killed a bunch of people and then they had this stuff. I killed like a Barb wearing this kit. As you can see, I have like a lot of PDR and health, and then action speed, and then just yard. It's just a really good build. And definitely the best available on Barb's stuffs. Yeah, you think that guy's still camping? He's just listening to everything I'm saying. I'm just talking to myself. Oh yeah, some of the stuff I was talking about with the devs is I'd say they want to like, they were asking for Barb changes, and I said like Barb's in a relatively good state. I'd just say like some simple things like make Skull Splitter and Executioner 1 perk. Make Heavy Swing and Crush 1 perk. Like, you don't need to buff anything from Barb, really. If anything, Barb each needs a nerf. Like, if you just want, like, some quality of life, like, I'd say remove Robust and just give Barb more HP to compensate. So that way he isn't restricted to just having 3 perk slots. Like, rather than just buffing Barb if he's underperforming, just do stuff like that and he'll be perfectly fine. Like, Barb doesn't really need that much. He already has a lot of things going for him. Well, yeah, but it's more of quality. Yeah, it is a buff, but it isn't like making something inherently stronger. You were really waiting that whole time, weren't you? Easy. Bro, I cannot believe that guy sat there for like at least like 10 minutes. Yeah, that wizard was geared. I'm like Iron Will Barb with a Northern Tunic, and that was chunking our HP bar. Alright, maybe I can still do some ruins, because I do want to try and get a Bloodthirst. It would be nice, and there do seem to still be some players running around. Alright, really? I can't really take much of this. Yeah, I can't really take much of this, so... My inventory full. Yeah, it would be nice, because if I have this kit, if I find a Bloodthirst, then I'll just run it down with this really nice kit and have a Bloodthirst. It'd be kind of cool. So at least if we still have this kit, it'd be worth a shot. We can yoink an artifact. Yeah, I can't believe that guy actually waited. Like, we were joking about it. I'm like, there's no way someone's gonna be sitting there that long. Because, like, it was from the start of when I started looting that Charlie Horde until I looted the whole thing. And it's a barbarian, so... I only have 12 resourcefulness. So that must have been like 8, 6, 10 minutes. And just sitting there. He was hungry for it. Like, at that rate, why not just try mob dump? Like, that's what I would have... Like, if you wanted to play dirty like that in camp... Are you using Dwarfskin? Yeah, it was for a channel point. Now I can take it off. I'm just gonna run normal barb. People... I killed a barb wearing this kit, and people were like, oh, you should use it. And then I responded with, what about lizard branding? It's kind of funny. It's probably just because of novelty, because I very rarely take off lizard, but it is funny that a lot of people always want me to use hippo builds. Just like, oh yeah, stop, don't use the red lizard. Yeah, play meta. Play meta. Pete, please play meta, Barb. We don't want to watch you win with non-meta builds. Nah, win with the meta build. I'm just like, oh, okay. I just find it funny, if anything. Like, oh no. Shadows want me to use a kit that makes my job easier. I don't know why. Usually you'd think it'd be the opposite. Like, oh, we want to watch you use the harder and the non-meta because you're winning regardless of the handicap. And then, at least that's my opinion, right? Oh yeah, I forgot to empty the Squire. I need to do that. Shatters, I'm having a problem with too much stuff in the inventory, in my... I need to use my other characters as storage space, it would appear. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... need to use another character as storage space. You are a lizard. Yeah, he wasn't really camping, he was just waiting. Alright. Okay, that's magical damage on staff. Maybe I should not sell that. Or vendor that. That could be potential. Okay, alright, yeah. Yar. Okay, that gives us room. Why be meta when you be lizard? Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's kind of funny. Like, people want me to use hippo build. They want me to use meta rather than my lizard, and so, like, it's backwards. I'm just assuming it's because it's novelty. Because usually I'm always playing real lizard. I'm usually always lizard, without exception. So I guess people just like the novelty of seeing something different. So it's just like you're just making me use the meta build. So I don't know. It's like if I'm playing Gears of War 3 and all I use is a sawed-off shotgun, and people are like, please use the Gnasher. Please, please. It's really like, it's just like everyone uses the Gnasher in Gears of War 3. Why would you want me to use it? You know exactly what that gameplay loop looks like. You just spam A or endure spacebar if you're on PC, and you just hug walls, and then you go you tweak on the walls and go everywhere and just gnash your people to death. So it's sawed-off, it's different, you know? Alright, you know what? I think I'm just overthinking it. People just want to see funny build. Fine, they just want to see the funny build. Well, sure. Here we go. Here, let's continue doing... See if we can yoink a Bloodthirst. Well, the thing is, I made this build. I popularized it. I'm the one. You can look back on the video of when I first made it, and then Drip Gravy used it with used the build with Club Shield Barb. And this is like ancient history, but yeah. I made this build back for druids, because back then druids with the strength stacking were like a lot stronger. Like bear druids back then were almost unkillable to duke out one-on-one. Like, this build was the only exception because you get Savage Roar and Warcry, and you actually have enough HP, or Achilles with Savage Roar, and you actually have enough defense to actually blow for blow trade with Bear Druid. So, literally at the time, it was like the only thing, because you need like really high dex and really high PDR. And then Savage Roar decreased their physical power bonus, which is why what made it able to do it, unlike other classes that could just stack those two stats. Yeah, there was just so many clips of like bear druids when they first came out, just one-shotting like barbs, fighters, and especially rogues. The rogues hated it because like they were pretty much more than likely to just get one-tap by even like a squire kit. Druid, if they got like overheaded in the face. But, you know, just so happened, turns out the one build that was able to duke out something with that much HP and damage was also just going to be the best barbarian build in general against everything else. What do you think the best class is on paper? I'd say potential, either bard or fighter in terms of potential. Of like, if you played perfectly, like Barb is easier to play compared to the other classes, so that's why he's always popular. Like Barb is strong, but you know, even I can admit that Barb is easier to play because he's a lot more straightforward. Like with fighter, you have a lot more tools like range weaponry. The flag positioning, now fighters have to worry about that because that flag skill is something they really like, but you can easily just knock it over if you don't play it right. And it's not like a major difference between Barb and Fighter. It's not like Fighter has to play like a genius. It's just like slightly more brain effort. But Bard, I'd say in terms of potential, because Bard is like cracked if you are really good on him. So at least in solos, if you're playing solos and you're playing Bard, yeah, it's Bard is cracked if you play perfectly. Speaking of, GG. That guy got hit with a door stuck moment. You know, I'm really not proving my own point about Bard being like cracked if he plays right, and then that Bard is just like maybe even as geared, if not more geared, and I didn't struggle that much. like I said, you have to play like perfectly. But Bard does have insane, you know, in terms of potential, Bard is cracked, but this was an example right here. I mean, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe Barb is the best. Maybe it's just Barb and Barber. Maybe the Reddit is right as Barb and Barber. I don't know. I just like playing my guy. I just like playing Barb. I never use him because he's powerful. It's not my fault that he's just fun and easy to play. He's fun to pick. He's easy to pick up and fun to play. You know, oh jeez. Alright, it's Warlord. Do you think Zwei needs a buff? I mean, I was talking about it earlier, but the devs were were throwing ideas on Zweihander buffs to me. I talked about it earlier, but the main reason why I brought it up is, you know, I do worry. Like, I am very worried about I don't want to be a streamer that complains about the game and then gets catered to. You know, like that stereotype. I mean, they came to me asking about it. And I guess, you know, I'm the Zweihander guy, so... Yeah, I just told them, like, yeah, I'm gonna be biased here about it because I use only Zwei. But, I mean, in terms of weaponry for Barbarian, Bardiche is just better, currently. Because it just has more weapon damage, similar other swing speed, reach, and then has axe perks. Meanwhile, Zwei does not. I mean, I'd say the Zweihander parry and riposte is slightly better, but I mean, that got nerfed. But yeah, I don't know if Zwei needs a buff. I mean, I just use it. And I'm very effective with it, but I don't know how it's like for a newer player picking up a Zwei. I mean, usually they hit the wall a lot. Like, I make Zweihander look really good because I can excel and drag my swings perfectly to avoid hitting walls and shields reliably. You know, even I'm not perfect, but you know. I guess you could say I just have mastery over the weapon, so... Just depends on I don't know how hard it is to use for someone who wants to pick it up. It's nothing like crazy, it's just... You know, just 2 side swings and a stab. It's not like rocket science, but... I just hope they don't make another Halberd or another Bardiche, for Barb's example. Where it's just so good compared to everything else, why would you use any of the alternative weaponry? Dang, bruh. Disappointment. The only reason why they want to buff it is Zweihander usage was actually pretty high when it first came out, but then they nerfed the block and riposte, and then after that nerf, it just fell off a cliff. Zweihander usage, so that's why they want to like buff it. That's how it went down. Like, a lot of people liked Zwei, and then they nerfed that one part about it that people were using. And then it just plummeted. Like, it's no... You can just look at the market, you can buy, like, additional weapon unique Zweis for a lot cheaper compared to the other options, like Bardiche. Like, if you want to see how often a weapon is being used, look in the market value for good rolls on its uniques. You can just see the disparity. Like, I bought this Y for like 500, 400 gold, and it's a max weapon damage with 4 additional. That's really good. It was like 600, 400 gold. Wow. Alright, I guess Skelly Champ did not feel like attacking me. You know, is it worth really chasing a Squire Kit rogue? Am I really? He's gonna double jump all over the place in this room. I'm just gonna keep walking a circle. Yeah, you know what? It's a Squire Kit rogue. Probably not worth it. Yeah, but they're asking for stuff that I'd like to see, the devs, and I said I really wish that Lizard Man could wear a visored sallet, because he very well could. It could easily fit his head if they just raised that sallet piece slightly upwards. Because if you see in the head shape, like, it would fit a Lizard Man's head perfectly. Like, all you need to do is just raise that visor up a little bit, and then there you go. It'd still be a visor. It's not like you're removing the visor. You're not removing the visor, you see the screw, it's supposed to lift up and down. Like similar like Armin and everything, but yeah. So if that happens, I could run Hippo, I can run meta build on my Barb. And then maintain Lizard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lizard can't even use leather cap. Barb only has access to 3 helmets. Dang, bro, you scared me. Now, am I petty enough to jump down there just to kill him? Or do I just walk away? He didn't seem that geared. I am full inventory. The problem is I'm full inventory, so is it really worth risking this really good Vis set for a guy that looks to be in Squire? I'm trying to think here. I mean, even if I kill, I don't think there's nothing of value. I mean, if anything, it looks like he's just gonna die. With or without my input, I mean... Man, I love Birmingham. Man, Birmingham is such a nice place, guys. Oh yeah, he squeezed out. You know, honestly, we're just kind of watching a guy fight for his life. Oh, he died of the gas. I think the gas killed him now. Yeah, I think the gas, I think he upped the fumes too much. He huffed too much galaxy gas. Oh, he was very kidded, actually. I didn't think he was that kidded, I'm gonna be honest. I actually thought he wasn't that kidded, but I guess he actually is. Not bad. I guess it was worth it. I mean, I didn't even really do anything. He just kind of slowly died to gas. I don't know if you even count that as anything. As a victory or anything. Just slowly watched a guy perish to galaxy gas. I can't really do I really need this leather cap? I mean, it's a crazy leather cap. I mean, no joke, but like, kind of don't have room. I mean, I really want to keep the sturdy boots. Sturdy boots are really nice. Yeah, I don't really need. It's just like, do I really? Alright, you know what? Okay, I don't really need the rest. Yeah, I don't need the rest. I'll take that though. Okay. Well, I have enough meds for Ghost King. That's why I'm kind of like trying to be careful. I don't want to drop too many potions, so not have enough HP for late Ghost King. That's why I dropped my torch for Surge. It'll come in handy, I bet. Is there a lantern anywhere? Nope, no lantern. Did you possibly kill GK and Scorpion? Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's possible for any class to kill Ghost King, even Hyrule Ghost King and Squire. I mean, it would take a very long time, especially if you're playing like a not really good DPS class, but like, I'd say it's definitely doable. It would just take longer to kill. Then maybe slightly more annoyance. It's definitely doable. I'd say Warlord as well. I mean, I literally killed Warlord from start to finish. Hyrule Warlord. Too far, I was geared, but I literally killed her with a torch. I killed that man with a pickaxe in Hyrule after when I was first farming my Bloodthirst. You know, I was really bored after killing her 400 plus times, so I had to get pretty creative. I literally punched him to death, torched, pickaxed. Like, if there was a broom, I would have picked it up and started hitting him with it. A shovel? Oh yes, most definitely a shovel. Just like Druid. Earlier when you threw like 4 torches at that guy, well, he had Reckless up, so like it was doing damage because he had Reckless. He could have punched the ground, and then he wouldn't be taking Reckless damage. He wouldn't be taking the extra damage from the Reckless. That's why it probably is the reason why I did something. Yeah, I don't want to deal with horse, man. This unit apply. I don't know if it applies to throwing torches, but I know two-hander is affected by torches are affected by two-hander. Funny enough, I don't know if it affects the damage of throwing it. Once it's airborne, it's out of your hands. Unless the game calculates stuff like that differently, I don't know. Catter, what are you doing? Catter, I know you're thinking about it. Don't do it. Sorry, the cat woke up, guys. Catter, don't. Okay, well, she jumped from my bed to my desk. Hello, Catter. The cat woke up from my bed. She's just been sleeping the whole time on my bed. In a minute, I'll be able to open my door and let her out. Maybe she'll want to get out now. Cat's getting water. But yeah, I'll have to open my door. We're at that stage now where we can just let her out and she doesn't have to be like surveillance 24/7. Alright, still one more scream. That your room is her room? Oh, yeah. Sadly, after Shelby's, after Shelby, was put to rest, you know, now we have more opportunity to let her out of around the house. So that was the main fear. I mean, they were starting to get along with each other. So, it's morbidly one of the reasons. Yeah, it puts a sour taste in my mouth, but, you know, I get it. Wow, that cat's just drinking a lot of water. Cat, or we're just very thirsty, I'd say. Yeah, apparently Skull Key Room doesn't drop artifacts. You can't get artifacts anymore from Skull Key Room, from what I've heard. Yeah, Ghost King Screams is distant space. Alright, kitty. Alright, I love you. There you go. Now you can leave. You want to go. I just had my door closed. I don't want her to be trapped in here, since, you know, I don't need to. Uh-oh, little dog sees kitty. Oh god. Oh boy. We still have the little dog, and then the little dog really likes playing with the kitty. Oh well, they're actually getting along. Oh wow. Oh wow, it's actually not doing too bad. I wonder how long, it just depends on, now it's a question of like how long are they gonna get along until they, this Catter doesn't treat the little dog as a threat or anything, but watch out, little. Alright, that's sweet. Yeah, they actually had like dog sniffed and just walked away. To be fair, the little dog was more focused on something else. One of my family members was coming in the house, so she was coming back from the house from being out. So little dog was more distracted on that. But yeah, little dog actually just like walked up like 3 times, sniffed the cat, and then walked away. Cat didn't really seem to mind. So that's good. And really, it is really nice that they're starting to actually get along, because we were worried that the cat would become neurotic, but luckily we've done it right. So Catter does not appear, it will not become neurotic, it would appear. Because we made sure to, like, the way to prevent a cat from becoming neurotic from dogs is just, like, give them plenty of breaks and moments of, like, where they're safe. Like, if they become neurotic if they never had any downtime, if the dog was always, had access to them. So that's why you keep them in separate rooms for majority of the time, and then you just every so often you just do it. Something the matter, Catter? Is that little dog? You see that little dog, huh? It is funny though, because they have been playing like hide and seek, where the cat is hiding somewhere, and then the little dog is just looking all around for the Catter. So they do have something going. They do play a little game of hide and seek. The cat will panic and then run away. Run away as soon as she's found, though. But the cat always comes back, goes back into the living room. So she's like, how long can I? She's like, how long can I hide from this little dog trying to sniff me out? That cat went back on my bed. Will I ever get a chest from Treasure Hoard? Who knows? Hey, Skinny first GK kill, I got your sword. Proud of you. Nice. I mean, most people would probably just be jealous and be like, nah. I'm glad. Glad that your first experience of killing the boss gave you something nice. Congratulations. Surely last ball will be a chest, yeah. Make treasure hoards be able to drop artifacts again. Change my mind. For those that don't remember, when Goblin Caves, like treasure hoards, were like pretty new, at one point of the game, you could literally get artifacts from the treasure hoard. It was like similar odds of getting a chest. But it was like, it was in the loot table. I remember clips of people getting like pulverizers. What do you think? Because then people would do like Goblin Cave. They were doing Goblin Cave after Cave Troll and looting the treasure hoard. It was like before Cyclops was even in the game. It was just Cave Troll at the time. But when I remember, from what I remember, well, it was a long time ago. That's how long it was. It was before Cyclops was even in the game. So like, any treasure hoard had had like chest drop chance of an artifact, of getting artifacts. I miss those days. Yeah. Okay, well. Tragic. How long was that guy camping there? Oh, he wasn't even that geared. That's tragic. I wonder how long that guy was just camping there. Yeah, that scared me, man. Just a tragedy. I wasn't ready. Well, now I can run in a lizard build. Again, it's not like we're struggling for good kits, you know, to be honest. So I'm not really that mad about it, because like we already, literally from just our Expressman, we have a full kit ready to go. We don't have the sword, but yeah, basically the same. It's like it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like we're already ready to go. And we have a full stash, completely full stash, so we're doing pretty good, and tons of gold. So it's a shame that we died that way, but yeah. All right, let's do some Goblin Cave. Now we have an excuse. Let's see what Goblin Cave is up to. Dude, I gotta wonder, how long was that guy camping there? Like, how... The guy must have knew I was there, and then was just waiting, and was expecting me to show up at that door. Like, I'm curious. Like, that guy was waiting. It was like, I didn't hear a single audio cue. It's brain dead gameplay. I mean, it is easy to get emotional about it, but, you know, it's whatever. In the end of the day, it happens, bro. Okay, who's inflating the prices of additional weapons wise? Nah, this was like 300 gold. Someone's going out of their way. I have only bought like 4 of these, so I know it's not me.